The front door of John Mansion swung open. Mom, I'm back! A little girl exclaimed in excitement, seeing her mom, and the moment Susie saw her daughter step inside, her eyes filled with tears. Susie, my baby! Susie quickly stood up from the couch. Her daughter, John Soyeon, smiled brightly as she stepped inside, her suitcase rolling behind her. Mom! Soyeon ran into her mother's arms, hugging her tightly. Susie held her close, pressing a kiss on her forehead. I miss you so much. Soyeon, I miss you too, Mom. Soyeon pulled away, smiling. Behind her, Mrs. Yeon walked in, looking pleased. I brought her home early. She was excited to see you. Susie wiped her tears, turning back to Soyeon. How long are you staying? Soyeon smirked playfully. Summer vacation? Mom, I am here for a long time. Susie's heart swelled with happiness. Now she will not feel alone as she always felt, even after having a husband and in-laws. They never made her feel like home. Mrs. John and Mr. John are always busy in work or international tour. And Jungkook, well, he never gave her the time, never acknowledged her, never thought of spending quality time with her. Well, he never spent a second with her, then spending a quality time is too far. But now her daughter is home, and she wasn't going to let anyone take her happiness away. Last time she made a little mistake, and Jungkook sent her to the hostel. Susie, don't worry, my girl. I will not let you go hostel again. You will stay with me. Soyeon, really, Mom? She jumped in excitement. Oh my god, I am so happy. She hugged Susie's back. Please, Mom, tell Dad I don't want to go to the hostel. People there are not good. Susie hugged her back. No, no need to tell him. I will make sure of it. As they continued talking, Shankuk stepped inside the John mansion. His body felt drained, exhausted. Last night event still flashes in his mind. The hug, the painthouse, the kiss, the fire burning in his brain, and Susie, the way he had tried to claim her, the way he had locked her out of the room. Run away. Susie's eyes widened the moment she saw him. Memories of last night rushed back. After seeing him, she looked frustrated. But before she could say anything, a voice interrupted Soyeon. Dad? She stopped in his track. His gaze shifted toward the girl standing beside Susie, his daughter, Jeon Soyeon. She was smiling brightly, looking genuinely happy to see him. Jungkook frowned slightly. He didn't know why, but every time he looked at her, something felt off. He could never fully embrace her, never feel the connection a father should feel. But still, he couldn't deny her. After all, she was his daughter, and no matter how distant she felt, he had to give her the love she deserved. So, he forced a small, tired smile. Jungkook, you are back? Soyeon eyes lit up. Yeah, I am home for summer vacation. Jungkook nodded slowly, not sure what else to say. Susie noticed the tension, grabbing Soyeon's hand, smiling. Go freshen up, baby. I will call you when the dinner is ready. Soyeon nodded happily and ran upstairs. As soon as she was gone, Susie turned to Jungkook angrily. Susie, rough night? She asked, tilting her head. Jungkook showed her a cold glare. Don't start, Susie. Susie stood front of Jungkook, arms crossed, her sharp eyes filled with him. Where did you go last night? She demanded. Jungkook remained silent. She stepped closer. You locked me in the room and ran away and didn't come back until the morning. Answer me, Jungkook. Where were you? Answer me. Jungkook exhaled sharply, running a hand through his hair. I don't owe you an explanation. Susie let out a bitter laugh. Oh, you too. She stepped in front of him, blocking his way. You are my husband, Jungkook. Where did you go? I fucking deserve to know. Her voice rising. Jungkook rubbed his temple, frustrated. You triggered me, Susie. His voice rising. Not what more answer do you need? Susie flinched for a second, but quickly recovered. I did, she admitted shamelessly. Because I wanted another baby. Jungkook's hand clenched into fist. And you thought forcing me was the way to do it? Susie smirked. Well, do you see I have another way? Do you think I will ask you and you will give me the baby like I am your love? Jungkook snapped toward her. You can never be Susie. Susie pointed her finger at him. Exactly this. This your attitude made me do this, Jungkook. Otherwise, I am not a bad person who will drug her own husband to get a baby from him. Jungkook shook his head. So you will drug me to get what you want? Susie's eyes become numb. You left me no way out there, Jungkook. Jungkook's expression turned soft, seeing her tears. No, don't get him wrong. He is not in love or a soft corner. It's just he will fight for her because she is trapped in this marriage just like him. His mother have both of them trapped. Finally, tears fell from her eyes. Do you think I wanted to do all this, Jungkook? Jungkook looked away, not having the courage to see her tears. Look at me. She grabbed his shoulder, turning him to look at herself. Tell me, if you and I were married, happily married, do you think I needed to do all this? She grabbed his shoulder, shaking him. No, Jungkook, no. But look at us. What are we, Jungkook? Even when we are in forced marriage, it's been years. Can we not try to be happy? At least try to know each other or think about this marriage or a baby? Tell me, having a desire to have a baby, is it wrong? Do husband and wife stays like us? Jungkook, no, it doesn't work like this. And our daughter, she yearns for our love, Jungkook. Don't you pity her when she says, can we not at least act to be a happy couple in front of her friends or teachers? Tell me, don't you feel pity for her? Jungkook thinks. He have thought about this so many times. He have even tried to agree with this commitment, but he can't. Not after what yesterday. He just can't. I am sorry, but I just can't give you that child which was never yours. It's not like I don't want to. It's my heart. It doesn't want to accept you, Susie. It always beats for only one person, and you know who is that. Susie cried more, grabbing his collar. Then what about me? Do you think about me, Jungkook? Why did you marry me? She hits her fist on his chest. You wasted my life, Jungkook. You wasted my whole life. Jungkook grabbed her shoulder, grounding her, pushing her a little away. Don't act like you don't agree with this, Susie. Don't you remember our engagement day? I didn't even know I was getting engaged, and you knew and was happy. After that, I told you I don't want to do this marriage. But what you did? You said you want to. And when I said I will never be able to give you the love, you said it will happen with the time. Now tell me, it didn't happen. So, is it my fault? Why are you talking like I wasted your life? I told you to marry me. It's not like I kept you in darkness. I cleared my point of mind. And what you did? You followed your parents' words like a dog. Susie suddenly looked up and stopped crying, glaring at him. So not you? Are you not a dog of your mother? Jungkook took a breath. He doesn't have an answer now because he knows he is. He is a fucking dog of his mother. Susie, where did you go last night? Jungkook remained silent. Susie stepped closer. Where did you go? Jungkook again didn't answer. Where did you go last night, Jungkook? She grabbed his collar, finding him silent again. I am asking you one last time. What is this? She gestured toward a red mark on his neck. Is it Hickey? Jungkook's eyes widened. Tell me, Jungkook, what is it? She raised her voice. Tell me, where did you go, Jungkook? Just fucking say it. Jungkook clenched his jaw and then the truth slipped. I went to them. Silence. Susie's eyes widened, her breath itching. Jungkook looked away, already regretting saying it, but it was too late. Susie's lips parted slightly before curling into a bitter smile. So, it's still him, Jungkook didn't respond because deep down they both knew the answer. Soyeon, Mom, Dad. Jungkook and Susie both turned, their tense expression shifting as they saw their daughter, Jeon Soyeon, standing at the bottom of the stair, her big eyes looking between them, very clear on his face. Are you fighting again? She asked innocently. Susie quickly wiped her tears, forcing a smile. No, baby, we are not. But Soyeon wasn't convinced. She saw the redness in her mother's eyes, the tightness in her father's jaw, and she hated it. She turned it to Jungkook, her small hands clenching into fist. Dad, why do you always make Mom cry? she scolded, her voice rising slightly. You should stop fighting. Other kids at school have parents who love each other. Why can't we be like them? Jungkook stood there silent because he didn't have the answer. Soyeon's eyes glistened with tears. I just want us to be a happy family. Can't just be that. Jungkook let out a slow breath, then nodded once. Without another answer, he turned and walked away, having both mother and daughter standing in the hallway. Soyeon watched his retreating back. Her father looked so much angry. Why does he never listen, Mom? Suzy pulled her daughter into a hug, holding her tightly because deep down she knew the answer. Jungkook's heart was never with them in the first place. Suzy, it's okay, everything will be fine. The park was lively with laughter, children running around. Thong stood in the near swing, watching Shinsu play with Yunu. His son's laughter filled the air, making a small smile appear on Thong's lips. For a brief moment, everything felt peaceful, but then a familiar presence lingering nearby. Someone was watching him. At first, Thong ignored it, but then he felt the gaze again. Slowly, he turned to look across the park. Jimin sat on the bench, his hands gripping his knees tightly. His small 5-year-old daughter played beside him, completely unaware of her mother's sudden distress. Tears falling down Jimin's face. His face felt tight, his vision blurred, his heart rushing as he saw his best friend playing with his kid. Thong, the best friend he lost. The one he missed every single day. The one he could never reach again. Moment Thong's eyes landed on him, Jimin panicked. He quickly turned away, holding his face, wiping his tears aggressively. He didn't want Thong to see him like this. Didn't want him to know that even after all these years, his absence still hurt. Thong's brows furrowed. Something in his face tightened. But before he can think on it further, Shinsu's laughter pulled him back to the reality. So he turned away, forcing himself to ignore who was it. Yoongi watched Jimin running away from someone. Jimin, what's wrong? Jimin shook his head quickly. I don't feel good here. Let's leave. His voice cracked slightly. Yoongi's brows furrowed. Jimin, please, Yoongi. Jimin's voice was almost desperate. I just want to go. Yoongi sighed, glancing in the direction Jimin had been holding. Looking earlier, he didn't see who or what made Jimin react this way, but he knew that look in Jimin's eyes, pain and regret. Yoongi, alright. Yoongi finally agreed, picking up their daughter. Let's go. Jimin nodded quickly, standing up. He grabbed their things in a hurry. His movement too fast as they started walking toward the exit. Jimin hears a voice he shouldn't. Jimin? Jimin's entire body froze. His voice. That voice he hadn't heard in years. His grip on his daughter's back tightened. He could feel Yoongi looking at him, waiting for his reaction. Slowly, hesitantly, Jimin turned around, and there he was, Kim Taeyong, standing just a feet away. His shocked eyes locked onto Jimin. That made Jimin's breath hitch. For a moment, neither of them spoke, just two best friends standing across each other. The moment Jimin made Taeyong's eyes, tears rushed down his face. He didn't think, he just ran. His feet moved on their own as he walked backward. He couldn't do his. He couldn't face him, not after everything. Taeyong, Jimin! Taeyong extended his hand as if stopping Jimin. Jimin can't face him, not now. So he turned and tried to run, but Taeyong chased after him, and before Jimin could escape further, Taeyong grabbed his wrist, pulling him back. Jimin stumbled, breathless. Taeyong, why are you running, Jimin? Jimin tried to pull away, but Taeyong wouldn't let go. His eyes filled with unshed tears. Because you said you will never want to see me. Taeyong cried quickly. Jimin. He turned Jimin to face himself. No, please. Jimin, I am scared. His voice cracked. I am scared to face you. Taeyong grip loosened slightly. Scared of me? Jimin nodded, swallowing the lump in his throat. Because you said you never wanted to see me again. Thong's heart dropped. He remembered that day, the anger, the pain, the word he had thrown at Jimin like knives. For the longer time, he had regretted every single word. Thong, I didn't mean it. His voice filled with regret. Jimin stares at him wide-eyed. What? Thong let out a shaky breath. I regret saying that to you. I was hurt. I was angry. But I never stopped missing you, Jimin. His grip on Jimin's wrist tightened just slightly. I wanted to contact you so many times, but I was scared after everything that happened between us. Jimin's lips parted in shock. He had spent years thinking Thong hated him, thinking Thong never wanted to see him again. But now he was hearing the opposite. A tear slipped down Jimin's cheek as he let out a shocked laugh. Jimin, you are an idiot. Thong blinked, startled. Jimin wiped his tears quickly, sniffing. Every single day, I missed you so much, Thong. You were my best friend. How could I ever move on from that? Thong stretched at Jimin's words, and before he could think, Jimin threw his arms around him. Thong froze for a second, then made it into the embrace, wrapping his arms tightly around Jimin. The hug was long, filled with unspoken longings, apologizes with relief, with years of longing. This time, they weren't two broken friends drowning in regret. They were just Thong and Jimin, best friends, who had found their way back to each other. While hugging, they muttered countless of sorry and I miss yous. From a distance, Seunggi and Hyunwoo stood together, watching the emotional reunion of the two best friends. Beside them, two little boys, Jinsu and Jimin's daughter, Minja, watching with wide eyes. Jinsu brows furrowed in thought. Wait, is that Uncle Jimin? Hyunwoo glanced down at him. You recognized him? Jinsu nodded eagerly. Mom told me many stories about him. He used to be Mama's best friend. His eyes sparkled with excitement. And Uncle Jimin really funny. He and Mom did a lot of dumb things together. Meanwhile, Minja turned to Yoongi, tugging his sleeves. Papa, is that Uncle Thong? Yoongi raised an eyebrow. You know Thong? Minja, of course. Mama always said about how much she missed Uncle Tae and how now seeing the way they are hugging, it says it's Uncle Thong. Yoongi chuckled, shaking his head. That sounds like Jimin. Jinsu and Minja looked at each other, both realizing something. Hey, Jinsu waved excitedly. Your mom and my mom are best friends. Jinsu nodded quickly. And your mom and my mom were best friends. Hyunwoo and Yoongi exchanged an amused look as the kids laughed together. Finally, after what felt like years of separation, Thong and Jimin reunited. Their faces flushed with happiness. Jimin wiped his eyes. I can't believe we wasted so many years not talking, you idiot. Thong rolled his eyes playfully. Says the one who ran away just now. Jimin pouted dramatically. I panicked, okay? They both laughed together. This time it wasn't forced, it was genuine smile. Minja turned to Thong. Uncle Thong? Thong blinked surprise. You know me? Minja nodded excitedly. Mom talks about you a lot of time. Jinsu. And Mom told me about you to Uncle Jimin. Jimin chuckled his heart dramatically. I'm famous even after all these years. The group burst out laughter. After a long time, there was no pain, no regret. Thong, you call this cutting, Jimin? Thong teased, shaking his head as he diced vegetable effortlessly. No wonder. You always make me do the cooking. Jimin nodded, dramatically waving the knife. Excuse me, but I have cooked for my husband for years now. Yoongi, tell him I cooked. Yoongi slightly comfortably beside Hyunwoo, sipped his coffee lazily. He tried. Jimin gasped, turning to his husband. Yoongi? Hyunwoo chuckled, shaking his head. You two look like you haven't changed. Jimin and Thong exchanged a glance before bursting out laughing. Meanwhile, in the living room, Jinsu and Minja were already best friends, running around excitedly. You cannot catch me, Jinsu shouted, tapping Minja's arm before running away. Minja giggled, chasing after him. You won't escape, Jinsu Young. The sound of children laughter filled the house. Back in the kitchen, Thong stared at the pot, glancing over to Hyunwoo and Yoongi. I still can't believe you two ended up together. Hyunwoo smirked. What? We don't look good together? Jimin. Oh, well, you and Tong look too. By the way, me and Tong are not. Tong cuts him. Hyunwoo, look after kids, please. Hyunwoo frowned but then nodded understanding. Jimin frowned, sensing Tong hiding something. Why did you stop him? Tong. I don't know. By the way, I just thought Hyungi was stay grumpy and single forever. Hyungi rolled his eyes. I was grumpy because I had to deal with Jimin's love problem 24/7. Trust me, getting married was easier. Jimin pouted. Rude. Laughter filled in the kitchen once again. For the first time in years, Tong felt at home. He didn't know what the future held, but right now, surrounded by people he loved, he felt happy. But Tong wasn't fully present. His mind kept drifting, his hand moving on autoplane as he flapped the sizzling food on the stove. He hisses in pain, his finger burning against the hot pot. Immediately, Jimin snatched the spatula from his hand. Jimin, yeah, what's wrong with you? Jimin scolded, turning off the stove and grabbing Tong's wrist, shaking his finger. You completely not in your senses, Tong. Tong hesitated, his lips parting, but the word felt heavy. Jimin narrowed his eyes. Tong, what is it? Tong sighed. Promise me you won't freak out. Jimin shouted. Now I have to freak out. What is it? Tong took a deep breath. I made Jungkook again. Jimin's body froze. Tong quickly continued. But it doesn't matter now. I am not alone in this time. I am not a lovesick fool. I am not weak. Hyunwoo is with me, like a shell. Jimin's grip on the spatula tightened, and Tong's throat felt dry. And even though I tell myself I hate him, even though I try to ignore him, he looked down at his burning finger. Sometimes, deep down, I still feel attracted to him. Jimin stares at him, but before he could say anything, Tong dropped the bomb. 2 nights ago, we spent the night together. Jimin's eyes widened in horror. You what? Tong winced, quickly shutting him. Keep your voice down. Jimin's face turned pale. The red, then pale again. He gripped Tong's shoulder tightly, shaking him slightly. Are you insane? Tong, this is Jungkook. We are talking about the same Jungkook who left you. The same Jungkook who got engaged while you were running to him to tell him you are pregnant. Tong swallowed hard. I know. Jimin. Then what the hell were you thinking? Tong's chest felt heavy. That's the problem. I wasn't thinking. My mind was shut the moment he said he will go to his wife. Jimin let out a sharp, frustrated sigh, running a hand through his face. Tong, are you falling for him again? His lips parted, but he couldn't answer. And in silence, it was all the answer Jimin needed. Tong's grip tightened around the edge of the counter, his heart racing as he finally spoke the truth out loud. Tong, maybe I am still falling for him. Jimin froze. Tong. But Tong wasn't done. He lost in memories of the night. The way he hated me, Jimin. His words shook slightly. The way he kissed me, whispered countless of I love yous, kisses every part of me like I was the only thing that mattered in this world. He swallowed hard. It was so endearing. Jimin hands curled into fist. Tong, stop. Tong. No, listen to me. Tong's voice rose slightly, desperate to explain the mess in his head. Did I make a mistake? He whispered, his eyes glossy. Did I make a mistake by listening to his mom and not meeting Jungkook by my own? By not talking him what he really wanted? Jimin hated this, hated seeing like Tong like this, tone confused. They don't do this to yourself. But Tong kept going as if needed to say it out loud to make sense of it. If Jungkook was really happy with his wife, why would he run from her? Why would he push her away and run to me instead? Jimin's jaw tightened because deep down he knew Tong wasn't wrong. The engagement, the way Jungkook avoided his wife, the way he kept finding his way back to Tong, it all felt forced. That didn't mean it was right. Jimin grabbed Tong's shoulder firmly, forcing him to look at him. Tong, listen to me. Even if Jungkook was forced into the engagement, even if he doesn't love his wife, it doesn't erase the past. Tong's breath issued. Jimin softened it just a little. It doesn't erase the pain you went through, the night you cried alone, the way he left you, the way he made you feel like you weren't enough. Tong's eyes welled up with unshed tears because he knew Jimin was right, but that didn't stop his heart from aching for the man he hated all these years. Tong. It wasn't Jungkook, it was his mother. Jimin stayed silent, letting him speak. Tong's eyes shedded tears. She told me to get out of her son's lap. She made sure I never get close to him. And Jungkook, he was forced into that engagement. Jimmy let out a slow breath before responding. That doesn't change the fact that he is married now, Tong, and have a kid. Tong broke. He collapsed against Jimin's shoulder, his body trembling as he sobbed silently. Jimin sighed softly, wrapping his arm around his best friend, gently patting his back. It's okay, let it out there. Jimin hesitated because what he was about to say next could change everything. Jungkook has doubts. Tong froze. His finger, which had been clutching Jimin's shirt, froze completely. Jimin sighed before continuing. He doesn't believe the baby is his. Tong pulled away, his solid eyes filled with confusion. What? Jimin nodded. Jungkook told me himself. He swore he never slept with her, not even once. He said he never touched her. Tong heart poured against ribcage. Then why did he stay? Jimin looked at him carefully before answering, because he still felt corrupted. Tong's brows furrowed. What do you mean? Jimin exhaled slowly, as if debating whether to tell him, but in the end, he spoke the truth. Even if he gets close to her, he feels like he is cheating. Tong stared at him. He feels like he is cheating on someone who is not even in his life anymore. Jimin's voice softened as he met Tong's teary eyes. And as someone, is you, Tong? Silence. Tong's lips parted slightly, but no word came out, because for the first time in years, he saw the hope. Jimin grabbed his shoulder. Look, I am not tell you to stay away from Jungkook like I did in the past, because now I have realized that I was fool to make you stay away from him. I already regret it, but if in case you guys still have feelings for each other, then you should try finding it out before it's too late, like last time, Tong. Tong looked down fidgeting. I don't know how to approach him. Because when that night we woke up, I was hiding behind the curtains and he was finding me. It's not like I didn't want to see him. I was just scared because I was the first who kissed. I thought, what will he think about me after that? So that's why I was hiding. And he left angrily. But he also left a note for me. The note that says he will always choose me no matter what, and no one is. Jimin covered his mouth in shock. Tong, why did you hide? Idiot, it was a clear confession. Tong, look, I was scared, okay? Jimin, okay, calm down. And now what you have planned? And hold it, Shinsu. Tong nodded, understanding what Jimin is asking. Jimin got another shock wave as he again covered his mouth in shock. Jimin, everything, Tong, everything is so messy. You guys have your lives now. Not what will happen? How will you guys be together again? I can't understand what game fate is playing. If not your destiny wants you to meet, then why did it put you in front of each other at first place? Oh gosh, there is so much salt. It looks like it's more tangled than it was years ago. Tong, I would have been easy if it has solved years ago, Jimin. But now what, Tong? Tong looked at Jimin and he is so panicking. Don't worry, Jimin, I will solve it. I am mature now, I can handle it. Jimin smiles, keeping his face. Oh, my little best friend has grown up now. One month has passed. Life was peaceful for some, but not for Chance. The ones unshakable empire of John Jewelry was collapsing. Sales dropping, their reputation was fading, investors turning away, and meanwhile, Vente Jewelry, Thong's company was rising. Their designs are the talk of the industry. This is skyrocketing internationally, and the final blow was the upcoming award ceremony. This event will reveal the best jewelry brand of the year, the public and expert, or vote live, and the winner will gain the prestige, investors, and search of market value for the Gions. This was their last chance to survive. If they lost, it would be the end of their company. Mrs. Yuan, we have to win. If we don't, we are finished. Shankar stays silent because deep down he already knew the truth. No matter how much they try, the public had already chosen them. The and the worst part, the man leading the empire was the one Shankar could never forget. The grand hall buzzed with people chanting, cameras flashing, reporters whispering, and the industry aligned waiting for the award announcement. Mrs. Yon says anticipated because this was their last chance. The crowd parted slightly as two figures approached them, Kim Taeyong and Sha Yunwo. Taeyong walked with elegance and confidence, Yunwo by his side. As they stood in front of John's, Yunwo let out a mock sigh, shaking his head. Yunwo, it must be so stressful for both of you tonight. He leaned slightly toward Mrs. Yon and he said with fake sympathy, I mean, after all, Vente is clearly going to win, and once we do, John Rere will finish it. Mrs. Yon, eyes burning with fury, her nails sticking into her shirt arm, said, don't get ahead of yourself, young man. Thong, oh, but isn't it obvious? His voice was smoothly mocking. We are dominating the industry. Your investors are already jumping ship. After tonight, there won't be a single soul willing to bet on Xion jewelry. Mrs. Yon gritted her teeth. You arrogant little Thong, careful. Thong cuts her off. She wouldn't want to cause a scene before your grand defeat. Or you? Jungkook, aren't you enjoying this little too much, Thong? Thong turned it to him. Jungkook's dark eyes locked onto him. Mocking us like this, do you think it's good? Mrs. Yon smirked because she enjoyed the argument between them. Thong, why not? She enjoyed mocking him once. Now it's my turn. Moreover that, I'm only stating the fact. Jungkook, it's nothing personal, just business. Jungkook scoffed because they both knew what was the lie. Mrs. Yon, we don't lose. Yunwo chuckling, crossing his arms. Oh, is that so? He tilted his head. Then how about we make things little more interesting? Mrs. Yon, what are you suggesting? Yunwo leaned slightly, lowering his voice enough to make the challenge feel more personal. If John Jewelry wins tonight, I'll personally hand over Thong as a designer to your company. Thong's brows lifted slightly, but he stayed silent, watching Mrs. Yon's fail victory for a split second before Yunwo continued. But if you lose, he smirked, you and your son will work for Vente Jewelry, not as executive, but in our store. Mrs. Yon felt anger only. You dare? Yunwo shrugged. What's wrong, afraid? Thong, it's simple, really. If you're so confident in winning, then what's there to be scared of? She turned to Jungkook, who had been silent this whole time. Then, with a deep breath, she turned it back to Yunwo. Fine, I accept the bet. A slow, victorious smirk plastered on across Thong's lips. Good, now let's watch you lose. The future of John Jewelry and Vente Jewelry was about to decided. Jungkook sat on the chair, his legs bouncing anxiously against the floor. The investors, Thong, noticed it the moment. Without thinking, he placed a firm hand on Jungkook's thighs, grounding him. Jungkook's breath hitched. He looked at Thong in confusion, but Thong didn't look at him. His gaze was located on the stage, waiting for the announcement. Jungkook swallowed, unsure why the single touch felt like an answer, steadying him, grounding him. Mrs. Yon, sitting on Jungkook's other side, was tensed. Yunwo, who had taken a seat beside Thong, frowning, but chose to stay quiet. And then the moment arrived. The announcer stepped forward, the envelope in his hand. And the winner of this year's Best Jewelry Brand Award is Uppers, a second that felt like an eternity. Fenty Jewelry.